I'm going to show you how you can improvise over some chords from the scale G minor and the scale G minor pentatonics. And what I'm going to do now I want to improvise over those chords. All those chords are in those scales you have learned. The G minor mode figures and the G minor pentatonic figures. So just so you can have an idea how you can start to make fragments of those scales in your own improvisation. In other words, this is an example of how you can defragment the different figures and make some notes and runs out of your own choosing. Be creative. We will talk more about improvisation later. Now these G minor pentatonic figures and this G minor mode figures, you should think of them as framework. And just to show you this way of improvise and defragment it is, of course, you are not going to just play them like that. And I hope as well you have understood me that these figures are linked together like a train, like. That's the same figure, like one octave higher, like. But we have never played this figure down here before. Now that is the same figure, just one octave lower, right? Let me try to be very educational now. Now to refer to the figures as a train was actually a very good idea. If you think of those five pentatonic figures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 figures you learned, what would happen if we if you think of figure 1 as the G minor figure, what would happen if we drive one fret down with all the figures? Then we will have F sharp minor, and if we drive one more we will have F minor. Right then, so if we move the whole train with figures down to F minor, then we can also think of the 7 different mode figures have followed like a train with carriage. That's cool, huh? And there is one more point to make here, and that's if I move the whole train down to, let's say, D sharp minor, then I have to put the first one on top again. And that's what's happening. Each time I move all the figures, I have to put the one in front on top again. Now maybe this seems silly and obvious to some of you, but believe me, there will be some of you that just had an eureka right now. If you think that all the figures are linked like a train of carriage here, And what I did, I moved all 1/2 step down. And all of a sudden I had F sharp minor, and all the figures was moved 1/2 step down, right? And then I moved all down to F minor. And I can move the whole train up to A minor. What I'm trying to say here, you can play in whatever key you want to play, just move the figures around like a train. So if you move the train from G minor to A minor, then we will have some carriages to spare up here and move them down on front again, like. If I tried to do that in G minor, I wouldn't have, you know, there are no figures to play out here, right? The good news is that you have also learned how to play in whatever key in major this way. And not only that, the same figuring, and not only that, the same fingerings can be used for Locrian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian. And that's the church modes. So when I have called this mode figures, is because you can use them as in the identification for the different church modes.